Hello, viewers, friends, customers, well wishers. This is EJ's News, the 24th April 2024. Now, in EJ's News, we always have a new product, or we're talking about pests and diseases, how they are fundamentally a part of our lives, whether we like it or not. Yes, and nutmeg ice cream. So today on EJ's Enterprise, we've got our hot oil. And in our hot oil, we have chili flakes, we have grounded pimento, we have mace, and a little sea salt. Now, remember we talked about chili peppers, hot peppers, being an immune booster, right? The mace is a preserve within it. It helps regulate your digestive system, so a hot rush will be out of your system. And like this, it's just a little remedy right there. Maybe a drop or two in some hot water, and you drink this, and you sweat. Yeah, sometimes you got some fevers, they stubborn. They get accustomed to the normal vitamin C's of fruits that are so soft and tasty to us. And because we love it, the sweetness of it, I think the parasites and the diseases are getting accustomed to the sweet of it. But yes, our chilies, our hot peppers are usually immune boosters, right? So the pimento inside here is going to give a nice flavor, and the pimento has its secrets too. I'm going to expound on that another time with a little bit more research, and all the spices, we do the research, we Google, we YouTube. That's why we tell you can go there and you can tell when somebody is playing the fool and when somebody is giving you very good information. Yes, so within our system, for those of us that like hot, it's a dropper top bottle, so it's easy to handle. So you pump, and you would drop within the food, right? And you can add whatever oil that you like. I added olive oil, since essentially pressed oils are good. Corn oil, canola oil, depends on your taste, how you would like it. Now, I'm telling you, everything is coming back to me. And as it's coming back to me, I'm making them and I'm putting them down. Bottles for my pain relieving balm. This is what I'm attempting to really have. So once I have the product done, I can just put it in. So I went and get bottles yesterday, as I said, 23rd of April. And in the getting of the bottles, I did a lot of work. So here it is. So as you can see here, I've got them all nicely done, so no dust can get inside, right? Sold one already, as you can see. And that's how it goes with EJ's, We just keep doing what we gotta do. Honest living is the best living. And we did some baskets. So we have the longer feature of the baskets, and we have the round feature of the baskets. So we have jars inside, and we have a couple of packet stuff. Inside is your bay leaf, and that gives it nice and plushy, right? And bay leaves you use in your soups and teas. You can put it in your pot. You can put it in your purse. Yes, you can. And most of spices and herbs, I must expound, is very good for us, right? So this morning, one customer came. He said, I use a lot of cumin. I didn't know about black cumin. I say, yes, it's also known as black seed. And he went right around and he came back. Yeah, he had to get some of this. And his wife said, I was wondering why you didn't get some of that. And it was a good thing that they came back. So I introduced them to the pain relieving cream. Now, it is very hot outside. Maybe record heats, because as you can see, it's flooding China, it's flooding India. So we're getting sunshine and it's very hot. Now, on applying the cream, my customer instantly said, I can feel my joints releasing. Now, God is such a good God. He doesn't like us to do things we don't want to. And He takes us to the place where we need to be. And the customer, from the time she came, she kept saying how it's hot. I mean, I'm hot, I'm in turtleneck, but not even as a medical doctor would I think that the cramps, oh my God, it could have been a heat stroke. But God is a good God. He didn't let it happen. So she can enjoy her rest of her vacation. Because here, she said, I want me one of this. Yeah, she said, I want me one of this. She said, and she kept rubbing it in, right? And just a little. So I show you the amount that you can use. And like I said, with a healthy diet, right? Because you would use your other herbs, your other spices, and along with your doctor, right? You get control of whatever is happening to you, right? Now, I saw, if you can see, like 1, 2, 3 right here, but right at this area here, I could have sworn, I mean, can't see so good, but it looked like a worm. I know when I was younger, I had a ringworm that got this close to my eye. It was like this, right at this measure here to my eyes, right? So, trust me, I was like trying to connect the dots, because ringworm shows up different now. So sometimes you might see a one heat here, a one heat there, one heat there. Depends on the vaccine, because the vaccine is what causes it to come out, right? And now the new ringworm vaccine, it just shows a dot. So you see the dots, but there are circular motions. Even to my chest cavity here, this was really bad, right? So what I did, when I got home yesterday, showered, and I used this. There was no itching, right? There was no itching. So this is an outside. So once you see something like this, now I buy my whatever worm medicine that I would like, whatever herbs that would deal with deworming, I would do this. Because as I said, Candida thrusts, right? That's just one stage of any particular disease. You have syphilis, that is worm. You have herpes, you have lice. You have different parasites relating to diseases. The history of diseases shows that our black African people died from poor diet, worms, right? Worms infested us a lot, right? And they showed that the Indians, the Carib and Arawak Kalinagos, they would have died from yellow fever. They were unable to work long, hard hours in the sun due to the fact that they were fatigued a lot, right? So when you look at these small symptoms within the history of things, right, then you look at what's happening here, and so it will tell you exactly what. It will tell you exactly what's happening with you, what's happening with your body. You can do your radiolograms and all of that, your mammograms and all of that. You should always see the doctor, even if it's once a year, every 6 months. It's better to be safe than sorry. Prevention is better than cure. And this is how you do it. Trying to get away from vaccines, we're trying to build boosters, immune boosters. So, we would have had... So, we would have had the disease plus the booster, and we would have called that a vaccine. Now, we're not adding the disease. We're just adding the nutrition that you would actually need. Now, how and why and when I got in contact with this, I have no clue. But what I can say, this here is letting me know that what's coming, and that's why I'm talking about syphilis, AIDS. Yes, AIDS, colon cancers. There is a lot of things that goes wrong and a lot of things that causes death within the journey of curing or living a lifelong with a particular disease or pest. Worms are mutated, just your earthworms. You look at the ground and you know that the ringworms, they stayed small. They didn't grow, and they adapted themselves to water, because when you go fishing and you look for the worms, you lift up the topsoil and they're right under there where the water would be running, especially if you're digging a cliff area, right? And I saw a lot of worms running for that last rain we had there. And then the dry season came and those worms were big. I say, what? Because God keeps saying, Annie, go fishing. Annie, go fishing. I was like, oh, God, I don't think I can handle it. He said, I have some big, juicy worms for you. Yes. So I went and I dug exactly where he said the worms were, and the worms were there. Yes. That's how close we are. So when I tell you, it's time. Don't get messed up. Even looking at the predictions and the things that we've talked about, right? You have to open the eyes. You've got to take the veil out the eyes. There's a lot of bad things out there, but there are a lot of good things out there. So we enjoy the good things, and I share the good things with you. I use them all. It's no problem, and I show you exactly what it is. I didn't hide this from you, because then I'll be a flaw, I'll be a fraud, I'll be a fake. And I couldn't dare be a fake or a fraud, right? So this was like really, really high. It looked like how mumps would look on your skin, right? But this time, I knew how to read it. I knew that it wasn't mumps this time. And this is how I'm supposed to know. At this point in time, we all have to have the ability to look and see someone is sick. That's how crazy the world has gotten. We have to take the time to take care of ourselves. Put the good stuff in, right? Take care of yourself. I love you all, fans and foes, and don't take it personally to yourself. This is why I showed you what's happening. Even though I'm doing all the stuff, don't mean things can happen to me. But when things happen to me, I got it right there, and I'm going to attack it. I'm a soldier. I'm a real warrior. You understand where I'm coming from? This is how we do it. Right? So the quicker you can get better, repair yourselves and so, this is what I want you to achieve. Yeah? And don't say never, never. Yes? This lesson here has been a lesson for us all. Now, I shared a little bit about money and stuff, you know, and I said certain things. Some people, they don't like when you call people name, they get personal about things, you understand? But I know the man not get no horrors about anything. The man deal upright. Yes, and I'm talking about the Prime Minister, the present Prime Minister. In his younger time, when he first had Just Law, right, he decided he wanted to further his education. And like I said, I was on the UN business, world business. They want to help poor, poverty-stricken people to uplift their living standards so these kind of things won't happen, right? Now, if you check from 3 years back, people who followed me on Facebook, when I said I was hungry, right? So you pin the problem, you solve the problem. Right now, I ain't hungry. No, it's not a matter of hungry right now for me. You understand? And when these things are in, they would give you cravings because they are needing glucose. So that's why you need the sugar. You have excess amount of sugar. You don't want no cooked food. Yeah? You don't want no cooked food. This is the kind of things that would happen. Now they use water. Your body use water. They're sucking up putting deficiencies into you. They're sucking your blood cells like donuts, jelly bean donuts. So this is causing you to be fatigued, to be tired, and these diseases do these things. Yes? So there is no way that we would have taken these vaccines and not know what is happening to us. It's telling us what's happening. So now, no live disease in you. You have the boosters and you make yourself better. I say I'm not doing their boosters. I'm going to do my own booster. So I'm buy my pills, buy my food, and with my diet, poof. So the more healthy you eat, whole grain, fiber, right? Wheats. This is what will have you building your blood very quickly, as you saw. So then it's able to fight. Then the nutrition is very high from these food. So it will have you nourished. So when these bad guys think they can come and make a string in your park, no, they can destroy your park. Yeah? They ain't setting no trend in your park. They gotta leave, and that's that. Yeah? And that's how we're doing it. We're taking care of ourselves, knowing that these things were prone long before we were born. So it's nothing personal. You understand me? I chatty about nothing at all. Right? If you know that you have your doctor report and you have your thing, you don't come and put somebody else's thing with your thing. You know what I mean? That's not nice. It's just not nice. I'm speaking to the world. This is a world wide web. Everybody in general should take care of themselves. Everybody should see a doctor at some point in time. Everybody have if you ain't like alcohol, you like sweets. If you don't like sweets, you like fruits and vegetables, it's either. So something would come like if it's fall in your pot. But trust me, it is so stupid to come on the World Wide Web to be throwing talks. You understand me? If you know you sign a contract and you said, listen, I want you to study this disease within this contract, along with the different symptoms and things that will happen to the people, so you know the people will get stroke. So you need life support machines, and you need things. No, my country don't have to buy this. Right? You promised me that nobody is going to die again. You said that to me. So now you're not keeping your promise and you getting personal with stuff. Hello. Don't even try. Because you fail. Because the blow up done blow up already. And the blow up in your face. Because if you want to say that I am crazy and I can't remember, you're wrong. Cameras and that satellite, nobody can tamper. And every time the robot sends everything straight to the judge, nobody ain't getting to see and tell nothing so. All the criminals sign the contract They've got it. They've got it. Yes. So I don't have to come out on YouTube to make a fool of myself. I doing a business. I want people to be receptive of me. I don't want people to be scared of me because I said it from the beginning. We had a problem that guys don't want to see the doctor. This is why we did it at the top level. And we had it soul food. We had it nice. We enjoyed it. And everybody's like, come back. If they don't want it, come back. I was here to see after the ex-prime minister. He said, let's all do it together. Right? And most of us are still here. And we're still fighting. And God doesn't like people to know how he does this thing. But it's like almost every 20 years, you get reviewed by God. And within that 20 years, when you're being reviewed by God, and you still there in your drama, and you won't change your ways, you get knocked down. That's a normal thing. Like I said, these guys outside there, they're not soldiers. They weren't soldiers. They were taken with me. I was accustomed to them here. You understand me? And we decided to take the majority of the criminals out of the country so we could encourage the citizen by investment, and we could have much money coming into our country, free hassle of the people, right? As soon as everybody start coming back in, the investors, they were running out the way one time, right? And it's what they're doing out there, so the people run here, and they're doing this back and forth, right? But yes, when you take up leadership, you have a command, you follow a command as a soldier, right? And so when they say warn the people, I warn the people. Whether the people want to listen or not, hating me is not going to give you long life. Jesus Christ died, and once we believe in him, through him, we will be accepted by the Father. But we have to pray to the Father to get relief. Because Jesus Christ is just an intercessor. Right? You have to believe in him to enter the kingdom of God. That's all. Whether you give away, you don't give, that ain't had nothing to do with it. I've been to judgment many times. I've been to heaven. And not one time God tell me about you just give and you just give. He didn't care nothing about that what you give. He said giving people who have. So people not satisfied. And that's all right. The cannibalism of the Indians transferred from flesh to money. But then it's like they're still eating your flesh. Because if you don't have money to take care of yourself properly, you don't have proper housing, that's a problem. That is a problem. So I must show, yes, we come from Jogging Water. I never stayed 14 years with none of my adopted parents in no board house. You understand where I come from? Jogging Water. You understand? For 14 years. That was never a part of it. So that could never be a reenactment of the past. You understand where I'm coming from? But yes, I accept it. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? I'm a soldier. There are tougher decisions. You could be in real bad decisions, you know. So I'm grateful for my decision of being here. I'm grateful for the decision of trusting this guy. You understand? So he wasn't supposed to come back here, right? And in the event, what did that happen? His dad came and said, all right, here's what I've got for you. Got your money here, we got your house built here. I say, you're going to take a vacation, you and your wife, in the house. I ain't ready to occupy, right? They tricked the guy because he's such a good guy. And when he did what he did, they trash him down the trash. Yeah, but let me tell you, see them old soldier them? Don't mess with them. Swing back with them. Yeah, just get better and roll out. Yeah, because you have it. because he is also British intelligence, right? So, like I say, police does be everywhere. On the outside international world, you have police in doctor, you have police in nurse, because you don't know where the criminals are going to be. So you just sit and wait, and that's how it is. So we sit and wait right here. And like I said, most of these guys outside there, we took them, we trained them to kill. We brought them back. They had their money from the army, right? They took the guy's money and spent the guy's money into the Prickly Bay event. Now, once you invest your $1 million, you're never getting that back. You're getting a percentage of whatever it is because you're a shareholder. They did not want to make such an investment. By the time I realized what happened, it's all gone. And this is what is happening here because a lot of people were tricked. So people are reacting. It went on through the Caribbean, right? You saw other Caribbean islands where they were heaving up about things. They weren't happy about things because they have their thing. They're doing what they have to do. Like I say, St. Lucia, Dominica, Barbados, Mia Motley, I'm a prime minister. That's my prime minister. That's my girl. You know what I mean? I was really impressed the way, she stuck up for the people, and she said, listen, man, we're out here. We trying to abide. We trying our best. But then people come out here and they divide the people because the people are pathological. They're psychos. So they're easy to manipulate. So they're, he, and it's not a deal. Whether it's Keith, whether it's Deacon, it's not a big deal. You individually, what are you doing for your country? Are you putting out the right things out there on the Facebook, on the media, while you trying to tell me I'm not putting it out? I'm a .org. I'm .org. And to see that I'm very intelligent, since I've been here, I ain't flipped a word. And I've been speaking out for a while now, and I ain't flipped a word. So, yes, you could be angry at things. You may perceive a way to handle it. But anxiety, they face a lot of anxiety because remember, they're using hypnotic drugs. You understand where I come from? So you don't know what people are facing. And they're always with each other. The Bible says, least you always in your neighbor face, your neighbor get fed up of you. So there's a lot of things that they're not understanding how to cope, how to deal with. The opportunities are not as much as we would need it to be. So we're driving into entrepreneurship and we're trying to house this. Listen, you don't have to shut down no place and run out nobody and all this drama stuff. You understand? We're big people. English, and watch, some people that are understanding it. I could give a view here. My view isn't wrong. And you could come back and give another point, another view. Sometimes I didn't even know about that. It doesn't have to be an argument. You've got a point, and I've got a point. That's why you can do points within research, communication, right? So the first step in communication is understanding. Making sentence, C-A-T cat, D-O-G dog. That's not even preschool anymore. Kids don't understand what's going on. They're asking the real questions. Yeah? Taking mommy to dinner, knowing that you should love mommy. You should be loyal to mommy, loyal to your daddy. And if they hurt you, you would know what to do. Yeah? And that's how it goes. Your mommy and daddy shouldn't be encouraging you into criminal activities or any such to destroy another human being. Right? Because if we're getting away from that, then why is this happening? But, as I said, some people out there, they made it. That's what it is. If you got education and you pass your exam, you don't even have to be a police right here. You're going out there anywhere in the Caribbean. Once they accept you, and you can be a police. I know there are guys here who are police in St. Lucia and Dominica, and they are Grenadian citizens. You understand where I'm coming from? So it's wherever you get the opportunity, the second chance in life, and that's what we need. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. You know, so you have more intelligence, being awarded money now, right? So you dealt with the nuisance first, right? So they all got $1 million US, but they tried to hold on to it. That's why they started having the birthday thing here. You know, so everybody had a birthday bash. I say, listen, why are you going to go on the beach, right? You go put out all these drinks, all this thing. You ain't getting $1. I say, you stay right here. Today's your birthday. You make a little pot, and your day, and you're jamming, and your friends and them will come and they go buy a drink, and they go buy a drink, and you enjoy yourself at the end of the day. 14 years ago, man, that idea swing. Yeah, everybody was like, yeah, make a money, okay, boop, 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 you know, and they're doing their other little things. We're trying to sidetrack them from the other little things, but if the big man on the top, the lawyers, the doctors, the big businessman, yes, legalize, so they're filling their heads with all these, and then they're not taking in no princess. Princess, go and lie down, princess. Go and lie down. You know what I mean? No. If we're moving forward, everybody's knowing why we're moving forward, why we're heading to this way. And yes, people get left behind all the time. It's not my fault, it's your fault. If you want to get left behind, don't get left behind. Righteousness exalts a nation. Thank you. Bye.